to the Wolves without anything there against the little drive and the little explosion. Wumai's going to dig himself in, though, on Pixel. He's just going to sort of lie down behind the Goyo shield. It's a dangerous place to be if that gets popped, but it's down to if it actually gets the pop round.
Yeah, well, grenades are being tossed in now, and that will force Always to fall back. FaceIT will still hold on for now, because there is that secondary shield we have been talking about. The first one will blow up, though. I was about to say, FaceIT, you really do not want to stay there, because that is going to be getting you killed. And as I believe that was a... Not a Selma, something else just got... Oh, it was a Selma that just got tossed into that window. Well, making sure that that will open up, putting up some extra pressure onto that shield.
Well, Shaco just tried to drive their way through. They realized they're low on time. Bday with the trade on the deep back line finds the second. Right in the middle, Rafal hopped in on the other side. Suddenly leaves just Scyther by himself. The C-Thor, but he thought he could make it work. Unfortunately, read too late. Just where everything was starting to pull together. They heard the start of the push and then realized it was actually the swing from the eastern side. And I said it's something where BDS can.
Yana to move through just a little bit further.
Yeah, again, it's the great adaptation we've seen with the Flores drones. It's sort of the two-pronged way of using it to dig out utility or using it to open the rotations. You have that option, which if you're bringing sort of, oh, goodbye, Dan with the hop out there. I said east can be very thin. Alems has the response, though. He made an option, he made a choice, thinking he could get there rather than towards the Christmas door in time, and he'd have a little bit more support, but either way, it led to disaster. Shaiko gets joystick, gets one more as Scyther suffers two.
Oh,
it's Alems. Takes the head of the top of the body in the middle of the white stairs, leaving just Shepard alone. Yet again, a clutch situation and possibility here for Empire, but it's not in the greatest situation. Knows that this is probably still being watched. Alems just calling it and saying, listen, I've got it. You do the rest. But in the meantime, Bday's found his way through onto the site.
And trying to get that plan down, and Shaiko, of course, there with the cover. The Selma had opened up before, and with now all you need to do is hold the top floor. We'll be covering off the rotations into safe ground. And if you then get these Flores drones in, as Alems is now going to be deploying, they will be walking back right into your crosshair at some point, and you're just going to be able to pick up the kill for free in that case.
Renshiro knows roughly where a man is, but it gets caught. Flores, he's there with a drone, causing his own problems. They're able to swing in and push under the pressure. Joystick is doing his best, but Shaiko gets the man who tried to offer some support, and Bday is there to cut off the man himself. A quick take on Bakery with a great double down of pressure on two. The door itself. Now, though, they've set themselves with eyes further into the site. The drones are still steadily wearing away. There's a big hole all down that red core long corridor as they're going to double up with that Melusi on the backside too. They have entirely left the site. They're going to trust their cross angles, trust the control that they can get, but otherwise it's down to Scyther on those Echo drones. That might be the only thing that breaks this away, but in the meantime, they're not aware because Bday just sticks it, and that puts them in a very tricky situation. Scyther gets one, gets dropped by Bday in the trade and the pick up there, and puts them in a 4 versus 2 post plant. It's not very long though. BDS pick them up almost instantly.
We're witnessing a masterclass of attacking on Cafe Dostoyevsky here by BDS at this very moment.
Potential the punch on the drone of Dan, close with that hell of a shotgun that can work so many wonders in those close quarter engagements, and the consistency is, to be fair, depending on the user, and Dan is pretty good with that gun.
50 seconds, even less than the board right now, and still no kill to be found for either of them. Extra drones are coming in to deal with these pieces of utility that will be slowing them down. Also putting up some pressure there into... Oh, that's a good shot coming through here from Dan, who will be able to confirm the kill. However, the rest of BDS is trying to flood the side as we speak.
Big trades come through, 30 seconds left, and they're going to try and stick it. In the meantime, the fight happens either side, and it's all BDS's way. Alems does go down, though, and Shepard's able to lock it off as they try and re-stick somewhere else. It's a 3 versus 1. The pings are coming through pretty consistently. Sprays towards the attempt on the plant, unfortunately. Not enough bullets in Always his magazine to be able to try and lock that off. 40 seconds. We don't see many of it. Another plant, another hold, and another BDS
as well. They're a bit behind now, a situation they haven't really found themselves in yet throughout this game, and that makes it a little bit less clinical than that we're used to seeing from them. But it doesn't mean that it's not salvageable, because Renshiro, if he manages to find the kill here on the top floor, suddenly there's a lot of control in the hands of BDS, and as Rafal drops, so he needs to find a little bit more than that, as Renshiro now goes aggressive, able to find 1, needs to find 3 more, however, together with Bday. If they want to be able to pick up this round, and while they have a breach, they just need to find a way to go for a plant safely.
There it is. There is a bit of a loose potential catch there. The pings will come through. Just saw the end of the barrel of the gun, but not much time. And Shiro is able to find Always and pull them out 10 seconds. They're able to start digging themselves onto Reading itself. Going to look for the fight on Pillars. Shepard is that close line. Bredey gets one. There's the response.
Oh, no way,
Bredey! Hopped in the backside, took the first, and they tried to escape out the door in time, but what a play from Bredey. Get something from the opposite side, swing towards the door. They're all calling all of this. They're sort of handing all that intel over to them and saying, listen, there's 3 bodies on this side. We have all of the possibility for something major there. They have all the coordination that they can pop off. Now there's 4 bodies that are playing onto that side. There's the hop out. There's the first. Quickly responded to. Are they going to make motions happen on the door? They're able to. I said joystick deep could be a problem, and he's causing it. And he pulls back, and suddenly they've been able to pull massive amounts out of that approach. Shaiko, though, instantly with 1 back on the opposite side.
That was another jump out, I believe, from Shepard, who was looking to make that happen. And while still the Valkyrie camera is active, there is a man down in library looking to potentially go for a run out if it's not being watched. And still the camera is up there. You see it at the right top of the screen. It goes on, off, on, off. And as they start rappelling in right now, the top floor will be under control. The plans will be coming through. And that Valkyrie camera will be even more important now, because if they do manage to go for the run out, they might be able to stop everything from happening. But 45 seconds on the clock, and it's only Dan and Always left in a 2v3. Make that a 1v3 situation where Always will have to retake. We'll go for the jump out. Doesn't even pick that one up though. Somehow gets Shaiko still, but it's going to be the air jab that will slow him down. There's almost no way that he has time to come all the way back up, especially not with the Claymore just deployed on those stairs. The question is, will he see them? No, he goes for a completely different approach. No time. This is a 6-0 for BDS. There's no way that he will be able to make it back up in time. And man, even with that Valkyrie cam, even with so much information going, no way you just did that there for that team kill. But BDS 6-0 and having fun. Well, they get the kill, but that's it. Flawless Alf.
I think, is that the first Flores kill we've had in 2-1?
That might have been. And they're laughing about it as well.
The first Flores kill in 2-1. Freezer locked off, luckily and thankfully they went for an extension because it still gives you some option to swing in and get some angles back on that main core of the site. But Alems is just spraying back against that rappel, that situation, and he's still taking the fights, refusing.
Oh, he
should not be allowed.
He gets the second kill.
He should not be allowed.
He goes for the third.
He should not be allowed. Any of them to pull off these plays. Finally, they find a body. Always has a minute, and it is that most isolating minute.
This is going to be a very long 60 seconds here for Always, and the thing is, he has to clutch it. There's no time. You cannot take a timeout now. You cannot use like, all right, guys, we'll take this minute to talk and see what we can do better. No, he needs to win this. So they need to talk whilst winning this round. And while grenades will be used, but just deal a little bit of damage up to Shaiko. And first needs to recover that diffuser. Shaiko's around the corner. Is he going to be able to find him, or will he be found himself? It's going to be the end of it. Shaiko gets that final kill. A 7-0 clean sweep from BDS in, I dare to say, some of the best siege we have ever seen from them.